This week will be so different for you, my gorgeous Gemini. Oh my God, this week you are not only going to feel different, you're gonna feel really energetic, you're gonna feel really creative, you're gonna feel really positive, but the most important thing to mention is that all these, positive energies that you're gonna be guided by are gonna be leading towards you choosing to make such a big life changes. So the bottom line here is, my gorgeous Geminini, that at the beginning of this week, you are most certainly going to choose to make big life changes. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. On one hand, this is because this is such a powerful time of your life where you are naturally going to find yourself on this spiritual quest. So on one hand, when it comes to you finding yourself on this spiritual quest, you see, on one hand, my gorgeous Geminini, you are going to choose to make big life changes, but then on another hand, this is going to provide you with this instant change of priorities, which you literally need to take very seriously indeed. And also, my gorgeous Geminini, that what I need you to understand at this stage of your life, you really need to take this very seriously, okay? You choosing to make big life changes, it's probably one of the most important aspects I need to tell you, I needed to tell you when it comes to this year so far, because these big changes I'm talking about are also not only gonna be like life-changing for you, like from this moment onwards, there is no doubt about it, but as I said, this is going to require from you to really kind of, to have this change in priorities. But it's not only that. What are you gonna need to realize right now is that you're gonna need to release those people and those situations in your life that are holding you back. You see, do you understand what I mean? The part of all this, the part of this spiritual quest, this mind-blowing spiritual quest you're going to find yourself at, it's going to lead towards you deciding to make big life changes. But part of that, the big part of that, is you to be able to understand also which people and which situations are holding you back, and which people and which situations are preventing you to move forward. And these people and these situations don't need to be necessarily negative people or negative situations. When it comes to the people in your life, sometimes lots of people don't understand what exactly are we doing. Even if those people in our lives are so close to us, it doesn't mean necessarily that they will understand every single aspect. With certain things in this life, we are literally on our own. And I don't want this to sound negative or whatever, but sometimes, our spirit is the most powerful when it's just basically, when we understand, our spirit becomes extremely powerful and extremely kind of ascends on the next level of our spiritual journey the moment in time we realize its power. And we can only realize the power of our own spirit by following our own intuition, and especially at times like this. And when it comes to the people, they don't have to be necessarily bad or negative people, but when it comes to the certain situations, for example, this is marking the time where you're going to clearly realize what has come to an end. Which karma has come to an end when it comes to the certain situations in your life. And this is why this is going to be so important indeed. As I said, my gorgeous Geminini, this is like a really powerful spiritual transformation you are going through right now. So I'm not surprised that you are going to feel in this particular way. This, this spiritual quest and this spiritual transformation you're going to find yourself at, it's really going to give you this power, and it's going to give you the courage to do what you want to do. And at the same time, when I say that you're going to choose to make big life changes, listen to me very carefully. You will most certainly know, you will know what I was referring to at the beginning of this week. You will know what I was referring to at the beginning of this week. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. Not only you're doing the right thing, not only you're going with this powerful flow, you're acting now. By acting now, you're not going to be restricted by those things that would normally hold you back, indeed. But also, what I need to tell you, that these big life changes that you're going to decide to make, my gorgeous Geminini, not only this is going to be extremely successful for you, not only that this is going to bring you on the right path, but this is also going to be so rewarding. Oh my God, this is going to be rewarding in every possible way, materialistically, spiritually, and when it comes to your happiness, for what's happening right now, you're most certainly moving towards much calmer waters on one hand, but also on another hand, the beginning of such an exciting time of your life. Do you know that you're gonna feel like a little bit confused and then a little bit excited, but really brilliant, to be quite honest with you. You know what I need you to understand, my gorgeous Geminini, that very, very soon you will realize that there is an important choice you're going to need to make. Because of this, because you choosing to make these big life changes, this is going to lead very, very soon indeed towards you making such a wise choice. This wise choice you're going to make, it's going to bring you that big reward, later on, which is what I already mentioned, but it's also going to be a wise choice, which is going to bring a big victory. You're going to be so proud of yourself because you're going to do this. And also, it's going to bring, this is not only a wise choice, but it's going to bring you like a really important recognition and success as well. This is why this is going to be so important. So whichever big life changes you're planning to make, my gorgeous Geminini, I need you to take this very, very seriously, because this is marking such an important stage of your life. I think very soon you're going to realize why certain things didn't work out for you, why certain things were so slow, why certain things just weren't happening, why didn't you have a progress with certain things. It's because you've changed and your spirit was longing so badly for you to kind of acknowledge this at some point. And the energy is going to be so amazing throughout this week. So this is why this is going to lead towards this beautiful awakening experience you are indeed, my gorgeous Geminini, going to have. And also, by the time you get to the mid part of it, so basically the bottom line is this is going to lead towards your own victory. That's the bottom line, and that's why I need you to take this very, very seriously. And by the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Geminini, you see, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you're going to be dealing with a certain challenge. There is a challenge that you are going to have, something really personal, okay? At around the midweek, you are going to be dealing with this personal challenge of yours. And this personal challenge that you're going to be dealing with, oh my God, I think it's a lot to do with your emotions, and it's a lot to do with you being emotionally affected. So this challenge that you're going to be dealing with, this is something personal. Sorry. Like this. There you go. There you go. This challenging OCD. No. No, OCD. This challenge you're going to be dealing with, it's going to be something, I had to move my plant a little bit. This challenge, like you didn't notice, this challenge you're going to be dealing with, my gorgeous Gemini, it's going to be something really personal to you. And I know, oh my God, I know that you're going to be like affected on a personal level. I need you to understand this. I need to shout from the rooftops right now. Listen to me very carefully. This challenge you're going to be dealing with, you know, at around the midweek, it's going to oh God, affect your emotions. It's going to affect you personally, but I need you to stay strong. I need you to ground yourself. I need you to recenter yourself. By grounding yourself and by recentering yourself, you know, you're gonna really realign yourself, my gorgeous Gemini, to the point where you're not going to respond to this challenge like through your emotions. You know, you must not respond to this challenge emotionally. You need to respond to this challenge, you know, on an intellectual level. Can you please remember this? Oh my God, I really beg you, it's just so important. And I know it's easy for me to say this, but when we are dealing with something that's emotional, that's personal, something that makes us emotional, then we respond naturally in that particular way. Sorry. Sorry. Then we respond naturally, my gorgeous Gemini, in that particular way. So the moment in time you deal with this personal challenge at around the mid of this week, I need you to like kind of ground yourself, recenter yourself, and don't kind of maybe react to it immediately. I need you to step back for a little while and respond to this challenge in an intellectual way, to deal with this situation. In order to deal with this situation, you're going to need to respond to this challenge in an intellectual way rather than responding to this challenge in an emotional way. This is so important, and I'm so glad that I actually see you doing this. Thank God I can see you responding to this challenge in an intellectual way, which means that, my gorgeous Gemini, not that long after that moment in time, this is gonna lead, see, important, this is going to lead towards you securing your finances and your financial situation. I know it's a personal challenge, I know it's an emotional challenge, but within the next couple of days, you're going to realize that not only you responded in the right way, but you're also going to have a really positive outcome, which is going to actually really be extremely beneficial for your finances and extremely beneficial for your financial situation. And there is something very interesting you are going to find out, something really important you're going to find out. A really interesting revelation, really interesting information, how to do something that lots of people don't know how to do. And I really strongly suggest you see how many blessings are going to come out of it, how many blessings, my gorgeous Gemini, are going to come out of it. It's crazy. So I really strongly suggest you, in terms of karma, whatever you find out, you need to pass on that knowledge to those people in your life who mean to you the most. This is very important in terms of karma, and it's going to get back to you 1,000,000 times. Seriously, it's going to get back to you sooner than you can possibly think, but it's really important when it comes to these spiritual levels, in terms of karma, indeed. And also, my gorgeous Gemini, you are basically, this is also like kind of going to lead towards you having, like a little resting moment. After that moment in time, I can see you chilling out. I can see you resting a little bit. And there is this insight, on top of all that, there is this insight that you're going to have. There is this really amazing insight that you're suddenly going to have. And this insight, it's going to be like you suddenly wanting to explore. Suddenly you will want to explore something you never wanted to explore before. This is fantastic. It's part of everything that I've said so far. It's not going to be as obvious. It's very much so connected to the first part of this week, but it's not going to be obvious straight away. It's only going to be obvious later on, and you will see why. But it's very important for you to take this insight and take this, what you want to explore next, very, very seriously. Indeed. By the time, before I lose my voice, by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Gemini, ooh la la, baby, what an emotional moment you are going to have. Look at this. Midweek emotional challenge. Okay, the last part of this week, it's going to be like such a beautiful emotional experience you are going to have. A really beautiful emotional experience you are going to have. And this emotional experience, it's like basically a really pretty much so to do with you. This is going to have such a major impact on your life. And, when it comes to you, not being able to make decision, this beautiful and emotional challenge, it's going to have an important impact on you when it comes to you kind of snapping out of something that was preventing you from making a really important decision. So you will know which important decision you will need to make here. Okay, and the reason why you will suddenly know, oh my God, you will snap out of something and you will know which important decision that you need to make is like this. I know it might sound a little bit confusing. I need to say it again, that at the within the last part of this week, you are going to have this, within the last part of this week, my gorgeous Gemini, within the last part of this week, when it comes to the last part of this week, you're going to have this beautiful, a little bit forward until I put a plant right in front of me and you're not going to see me anymore. I'm not even going to notice. No, honestly, when it comes to the last part of this week, so you're going to have this beautiful emotional experience, my gorgeous Gemini, and this beautiful emotional experience is really going to open your eyes when it comes to you making an important decision. And what you need to understand, the reason why your eyes are going to be open and the reason why suddenly you will want to make this important decision, my gorgeous Gemini, it's because you are going to realize that you have to follow your own heart, rather than trying to make other people happy. Okay? You will realize that you need to follow your own heart rather than making other people happy. And you know how important this is when it comes to us moving forward in our lives. And this is why this beautiful emotional experience is actually going to be beautiful, and it's actually going to be more important than you can possibly imagine, because you will realize how important that decision is, that you need to make. And you will also realize that you have to, the importance of following your own heart rather than trying to make other people happy. What a beautiful moment this is actually going to be, because at the same time it's going to lead towards you taking a leadership role of your own life, towards you stepping into the spotlight, towards you, taking charge of your own life, and towards you, setting the boundaries as well at the same time, which is going to lead ultimately towards you realizing which things you shouldn't even worry about anymore, and you're also going to realize that now it's basically time to, refocus your thoughts, and that's exactly what's happening right now. And it's all going to lead towards you realizing that you have been under this illusion all this time. For a while, you have been under this illusion of entrapment, and it happens. It really happens when we have certain problems and certain difficult issues that we are dealing with, and certain problems that we are dealing with for a very long time. They do mess up with our own energy, and we kind of get used to them instead of dealing with them, and then we find ourselves under this illusion of entrapment, my gorgeous Gemini. So that's why this is going to lead towards you, realizing that you were under the illusion of some kind of entrapment, another spiritual moment, mind-blowing spiritual moment here. You're going to start seeing every single thing in your life in a completely completely different light, from a completely different angle, because you were like under this illusion of entrapment for a little while, which did affect your confidence just a little bit, you know, and that in itself affected you in such a way where you kind of felt subconsciously afraid to take, you know, a certain action, and to make certain choices, to make bold certain moves and things like that. So this is why this is gonna be so important. Oh my God. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm just gonna shuffle these cards and I'm gonna see what's gonna be a tarot card of the week. I'm just gonna shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's just see, my gorgeous Gemini. This is going to be very interesting week for you indeed, especially when it comes to moving forward with your life. So let's just see, my gorgeous Gemini, what is going to be a tarot card of the... Oh my God, 8 of Wands. Surprise, surprise. Time for action, my gorgeous Gemini, is right now. Please make the most of it. This week will be sacred. This week will be sacred for you, and I need you to take this very seriously, and I need you to make the most of it. And I mean it. I mean that by... what do I mean by this? It's just basically, when it comes to things that are going to be happening, you just need to like really put them as a priority number one throughout this week, because you are going to find yourself being in this flow, this sacred flow, which is going to be so beneficial, and you are not going to be restricted, you know, anymore. So this is why it's important for you to understand it's time for action, my gorgeous Gemini. It's time for action, okay? And there are things you're going to need to deal with immediately. And by dealing with these things immediately that you want to do, the certain steps you want to make, certain things you want to explore, you're being in this wonderful sacred flow. And this flow is going to be extremely beneficial for you, especially when it comes to you and not feeling and not being restricted. Hello, my gorgeous people. Just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions. And the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.